time to get into it. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Neesmith. Here we go. Then it's Walker. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Atlanta, the post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And stolen by Daniels. Young outside, launches it. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And most of the time, you expect Young's three ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
And stolen by Daniels. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now Young, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Shot to stop the run. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Rizachet. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A true highlight of Rizachet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, that was amazing!
Oh, my goodness.
And how about the young man showing his bounce? Halliburton campaigning for the dunk contest with that one. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. There's the triple. Walker with the rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now, here is Young. Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Young. Porzingis has got 5 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now Young, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication, we're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Kevin, back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He is a big factor. All right, Johns, thanks for the update. A nice shot by Neesmith.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 5, and he drives in, and there it is for him. That's 7 points for Porzingis.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Here's Porzingis. He has 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Neesmith can't get it to go.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And Young kicks to Porzingis. Three-pointer, Daniels. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Nice to see Ricochet assert himself on the glass, hustling to get his team a second chance opportunity.
Pass to Siakam. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Neesmith is out there with Halliburton. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Walker. And it's Huff in its center, locking down the middle. And last season's most improved player. And Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
Siakam a screen on Daniels. Daniels against Siakam. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 17. Young inside. He's covered by Halliburton. Outside Daniels. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
To the right side. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
Young dishes to Johnson. Back to Young. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Porzingis, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll of an employee tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. Floats one. Huff, no good. The Hawks have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's Halliburton. Bucket is good. Halliburton's got 6 in the quarter.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
And a wide open look for Walker. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, I was getting benched if I took that 3 on a break, but not now.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Stripped it away. Pass to Neesmith. Rebound, Atlanta. Daniels has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Young for the 3. Out to Porzingis. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Porzingis has got 11 points.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So we'll see Tyrese Halliburton go to the line here. It's going to be on Trae Young. Atlanta's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Young drives in. Jay sets the screen for Porzingis, and that one drops for him. 13 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Halliburton, and so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And it's been all right, Allie. Thank you, and folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
They've got Okongwu. Kennard is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Gay is in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Here's Mathurin, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Alexander-Walker passes to Okongwu, and he's off on his first shot of the game. Here's Jackson, finished off the break. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
And that's how you do it in transition. Get the ball ahead and let your finishers do the rest.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw drops for Alexander-Walker. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Pass to Gay. Back to Alexander-Walker. They set the pick. A three-pointer, no good. The Pacers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Here's Alexander-Walker. From past the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers trail by 21. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. Here's Alexander Walker. That one misses.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
They set the screen. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Nembhard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nembhard's got 4 this quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Nembhard for 3. Here with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 21. Here's Alexander Walker. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Shepard. Kennard covering. Shepard, that's good. Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Indiana. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson setting the pick here for Nembhard. Rebound by the Hawks.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Pacers. They've got Andrew Nembhard. Jackson is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Shepard, and it's Mathurin, and at the 3, the small forward.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Pass to Rizichet. Back to Young. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The Hawks leading by 20. And Daniels, here we go. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And then Toppin with the jam.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Hawks?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Pass to Toppin. Here's the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great three to answer right back.
With the drive, a shot by Nembhard, no good. The Hawks leading by 23. Young with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the triple. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Shoots the three. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Jackson, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Young outside. The Hawks again can't hit. Pacers trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Atlanta.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Here's Young. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Nembhard's shot is good. Young against Nembhard. Young drives in. A three from Porzingis. Offensive rebound. Young's shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 21.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And it's Shepherd missing. Young with the ball. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin.
We'll trade leadership.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
For the Hawks, they know each game is a test of their physical endurance and mental focus. Another challenge lies ahead. Bucks, Hawks, up next on 2K Sports. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Taurean Prince is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
Here's Prince. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul. Harris against Young. The shake. And he lays it up and in. Young's gotten his second bucket.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. Outside Johnson. The kick out to Young. Johnson a screen on Kuzma. 4-3. Young can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Young on the attack. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And here's Harris outside. On target from range.
Well, this is exactly where Harris wants to be. In the corner, firing up three-point shots.
Outside Porzingis. The kick out to Young. Porzingis with a screen on Harris. Young from long range hits the trifecta. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Daniels. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Left side, Young. Back to Porzingis. There's the 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
Here's Harris. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Young. 7 points in the game. Pass to Daniels. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Young attacking and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And Young gets it to go.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Antetokounmpo against Porzingis. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. And here's Harris. Shoots over Young. Harris misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Kuzma outside. Over Rizachet. It's Kuzma with the miss. Here's Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 11 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Rizichet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And Porzingis, known to everyone as... Oh, come on, Giannis! Unreal!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Another one falls for Atlanta.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Johnson. The Hawks lead by 5. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Brian, back to you.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. They double him with Rizichet. Turner, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
In attack mode, Trae Young.
Look, that's what you want. Young is just so good when he penetrates.
Antetokounmpo up top, defended by Porzingis.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Young, count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Turner for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before, with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, strong moves from Giannis inside.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Porzingis passes to Young. The kick out to Johnson. Takes the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. 1:42 left in the half. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee. But trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Atlanta leading by 6. Daniels left side. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Young against Harris. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, misses the dunk. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Man, can Johnson get up. Great to see him cap off the drive like that.
Turner passes to Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Harris passes to Turner. It's Prince on the wing. Antetokounmpo outside. Giannis striding in. Pass to Kuzma. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. And Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
"12 seconds left in the second period. Young attacking from deep. Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. 9 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
22. Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Bobby Portis out there with Jackson, and it's Sims in at the 5. Trent finds Jackson. Back to Trent. Takes a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 13. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Kennard against Trent. Kennard passes to Okongwu. Porter pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Trent outside from the arc. They get it again. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. On defense, Atlanta. Porter in the post. Covered by Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Kennard.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Picked up by Okongwu. Pass to Krejci. And stolen by Jackson. Trent with it. Still no points. They set the screen to the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Out to Portis for three with the tip. Sims. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Sims has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Kennard. From deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Trent against Kennard. Fires the three. Trent's shot is off. The Hawks lead by 12. Launches a three. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's got 6.
Yeah, pretty sure the whole arena is within Kennard's.
Now here's Porter. It's stolen by Okongwu. Kennard outside. Fires it. It's hauled in by Portis.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Alexander Walker lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 15.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
4 seconds left. And the layup is good. Alexander Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 17 at the end of the period. They just can't. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Hawks lead by 17. Rizeshay at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young misses. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Out to the wing. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Porzingis. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Daniels passes to Young. Here's Porzingis. Yep, count it.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Harris passes to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Wing shot on the way. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Porzingis with a screen on Harris. Young from long range. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production. And here's Harris. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Rizeshay. And he's all alone. And Young the bucket on the assist from Rizeshay. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, look, when he gets space, there isn't a lot you can do to stop Trae Young.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Harris outside. There's a screen by Turner. Goes up at the stripe. Harris's shot is good.
Well, that's Harris's role on this team. He's a jump shooter first and foremost.
Outside Young. Beyond the arc. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Young. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Fires the 3. Pass to Daniels. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Harris finds Antetokounmpo. Harris outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
And Young, here we go. And Turner with the block. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. For 3, here's Harris.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Trae Young.
Oh, wow! Oh, my goodness! He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Young with the bucket.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Antetokounmpo. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance. That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah.
Oh, hammer it home!
Nice.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Harris. And he's going for the lob. Oh, watch out below. Here's Young. Fires away from outside. No good. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Gary Harris is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Turner in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here is Harris. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton with it, picked up by Harris. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Siakam, and Siakam throws it down.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Halliburton with the steal. And Halliburton slams it in.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Oh, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Turner with the steal. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here is Harris. At the top of the key, Turner. 6 to shoot. The 3. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Pacers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile. An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's Halliburton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Halliburton drives in, and Halliburton slams it in.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
Here's Giannis. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Guys, back to you.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Halliburton drives in. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Giannis. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. He takes it in, and Walker throws it down hard.
For his size, Walker has great burst off the bounce.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
That one is no good. Endures Rick Carlisle, now in his second stint, is the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
Here's Huff. Oh, good with the triple. Bucks trail by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Siakam. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the game. Kuzma, right side, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 5. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent's out there with Gary Harris. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton converts inside.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Kuzma against Walker. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Halliburton kicks to Walker. Siakam a screen on Kuzma. And Walker throws it down hard.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
Giannis sets a screen for Harris. The tray nailed from three-point land. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Prince against Halliburton. Pass to Neesmith. Cuts it 5. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Here's Giannis. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Oh, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
On the wing, Harris. Antetokounmpo dishes to Prince. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Of course, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a renaissance man. Very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Huff. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. Antetokounmpo with the steal. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Outside Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Shakes him. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the layup is good. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Sweet move, and finished off by Halliburton.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Harris. Kicks it out to Prince. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Prince has got his first basket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Now we have a moment. Terrific, Allie, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Wow, hammering it in!
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Trent with it. Lets it go with the 3. Cans it from downtown. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Here's Trent driving inside.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Trent outside. Down low, here's Sims. Trent, left side. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Nembhard against Porter. With some arc, and stolen by Portis.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
Sims, and a missed layup.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Jackson passes to Nembhard. Jackson a screen on Porter. A shot by Nembhard, and nobody around. A miss that time would have put him up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And during his brief career, Andrew Nembhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Andrew Nembhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now, here's Trent. He's guarded closely. Portis is screen on Nembhard. Porter, no luck. Pacers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Sims kicks to Porter. Portis sets the pick for Porter. To the paint. And Portis throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy in the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Toppin. 4 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Jackson finds Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Portis, and he banks in the layup. Portis has got 6 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Going inside, and the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks ahead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, the small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Gary Harris is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Turner in at the 5 down low.
Part of being a great scorer is understanding how to take the hit and score against tough defense. Hello, Kyle Kuzma.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. That one misses for Kuzma. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Huff. Plays it up off the glass.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Halliburton for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Tyrese Halliburton is putting in work right now. This guy getting to his spots and scoring with ease.
Here's Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
It's been like this all night. For both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Harris. To the inside, intercepted. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Indiana moving it around. Walker the pass to Huff. Turner comes with the double team. Here's Siakam, just 5 to shoot. To tie it up. Doesn't get that one.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Harris. Turner. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
For Miles Turner, so much of this is about confidence. You love to see him convert in there. That is nice.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
How about some of the throwback hoops today, too, guys? Not just getting into the low post, but doing a great job converting those chances.
Onto the Kumbo. Oh, the dunk!
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Siakam, a screen on Prince.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now, Neesmith. Outside, Siakam. Clock at 4. From about 19. Does not go. Milwaukee leading by 5. On to Kumbo. No good on the layup. Halliburton with it. Guarded now by Prince. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Giannis against Siakam. Outside Kuzma. Harris setting the pick for Kuzma. No good there. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Neesmith with the ball. Harris is there. It misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 44 seconds left in the game. Can't get it. Now, here's Neesmith. Takes the 3, and there's the 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Halliburton against Harris. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It's Turner. Five on the clock. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Pascal Siakam. First personal foul. 5th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem
For being here. Carefully.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it.
guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Ricochet in at the 3, the small forward. Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Johnson.
Halliburton just too good for the defense there. Great tenacity and physicality on that drive.
And both free throws good for Halliburton. Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right, and it was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover games. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes it.
Snatched away. Here's Ricochet, and the big dunk at the end of the break.
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you gotta be excited about Ricochet's future in this league.
Outside Walker, driving inside, and the jam by Walker.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now here's Daniels. Young inside, defended by Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
Porzingis sets a screen. Young way outside. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana on offense. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Ball stolen. Walker for 3. Siakam, it's good on the putback.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
That was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks. And came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
Now here's Young. Pass to Johnson. Here's Daniels. Drills it from deep.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Halliburton against Daniels. A nice shot by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Siakam. Halliburton right side. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Back to Young. Five on the clock. Takes it inside. Good.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Walker for three. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Johnson.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
From 15 feet away. And Ricochet, the bucket, on the assist from Young. Here's Huff. He knocks it down. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game. So
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Shams, thanks for the report.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
In attack mode, Trae Young.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Up top, Siakam. Pass to Nesmith. Kicks it out to Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton sinks the little runner.
The intelligent shot selection by Halliburton, opting for the floater in that situation.
There's Young with the three. Indiana with a rebound. Baseline try. Halliburton on the wing. 11 points in the game. Pass to Huff. Shot clock at 5. Over Daniels. Huff can't get it to go.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Now Porzingis. Back to Ricochet. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Ricochet's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Ricochet's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Halliburton attacks. Pass to Huff. Outside Walker. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Hawks trail by 4. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or 2 to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game in both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he's good on the second. The Pacers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Tipped. Johnson with it. Picked up by Nesmith. Johnson passes to Daniels. Right side, Young. Porzingis sets a screen. Young goes in. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far. Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Pass to Porzingis. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Ricochet.
And there's nothing Walker loves more than getting stops. I mean, just great desire at the defensive end.
Siakam outside. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Walker for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. There's Young with the 3, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. We've got Newell, Luke Kennard out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Krejci in at the 3. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Hawks with possession here. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. Indiana on offense. Nembhard outside. And the shot goes. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Okongwu. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Shepherd. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done. Top.
And here's Okongwu for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. BA, back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Toppin has become a good jump shooter who understands floor spacing.
It's picked off. In transition. Outside, Alexander Walker. To end the run. And Atlanta misses again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Pass to Okongwu. Now here's Kennard. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard passes to Okongwu. Back to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. The 3-ball. The rebound by Nembhard.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Kennard against Toppin. The 3, Mathurin. And the three-pointer goes. And now it's a 12-point Pacer lead.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Here's Krejci. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. Taken away. Kennard on the wing. He's covered by Mathurin. Pass to Alexander Walker. They set a pick. Back to Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Nembhard. Tipped away. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Over to the wing. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Alexander Walker with it. Picked up by Mathurin. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Toppin passes to Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. These are his first free throws of the game.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line, where points were hard to come by for him.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Daniels. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection, right? And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Halliburton is out there with Neesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Walker. And it's Huff in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Hawks trail by 9. Inside. That shot, no good. Oh, nice D from Neesmith. They set the pick. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Johnson. And for the Hawks, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. And they pick up 2.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Siakam with a screen on Young. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. And here's Neesmith. Risache covering. Clock at 6. Walker against Daniels. And Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Hawks trail by 7. Down low. Here's Daniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Siakam in the post. Young's there. Outside Neesmith. Lets it go. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Risache. He gets it in there.
Yeah, great look for Risache. Close in, gets it done.
Halliburton against Porzingis. Outside Siakam. Ooh, Siakam, the long-distance ball.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Young. Cash!
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Daniels against Halliburton. Oh, it's off! Hawks trail by 4. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Halliburton on the attack. Beyond the arc. Johnson with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Yes, it's good!
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
There's the drive. And stolen by Porzingis. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Young against Halliburton. Ooh, the soft teardrop by Young.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Siakam left side. Unloads. Porzingis there for the rebound.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Young going inside. Banks it home. Big shot.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
44 seconds left in the final quarter. Can't hit it.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Young looking for an opening. Outside Porzingis. It's good from beyond the arc.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the double. All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward spot. Now here's Giannis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now here's Porter. Floats it up for Giannis. Young with the steal. Kicks it out to Johnson. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Outside, Porzingis misses the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
Giannis against Porzingis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Young, no good. Giannis drives in. Kicks it out to Prince. And stolen by Daniels. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Here's Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Young. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Four on the shot clock. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. So it's Atlanta now. Young, no good. Porter with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Porter dishes to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And they double up Giannis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. Jump ball call.
Young against Porter. Young is double. Inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time. He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Prince against Daniels. And that one is hammered home.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Out to Kuzma. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. it's all knotted up.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
Buries it from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And Turner kicks to Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Atlanta.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And a wide open look for Porter. And again, the Bucks miss. Young looking it over. And the shot goes in. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Atlanta. They're up by 5. And we'll... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent's out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Turner against Johnson. And Turner kicks to Giannis. Giannis to the hoop.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Kevin, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Here's Rizachet. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Rizachet has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Shoots from the block. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks leading by 3. Young outside. Johnson with a screen on Porter. For 3. Young up top. 9 points in the game so far. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Porter passes to Antetokounmpo. Giannis making his presence felt down low.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good on the three-point shot. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball. Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
And easy to admire. admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Kuzma kicks to Prince. Traps in the tray.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Porzingis with a screen on Porter. Young with no one around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Bucks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Pass to Porter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. 16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. This one for 3, and Porzingis gets the 3. He's got 8.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And the first half is now in the books. Hawks lead by 7. Hey, Ellie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
On the court for Atlanta, Okongwu is out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. Trent can't hit. The Hawks leading by 7. Now, here's Kennard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Kennard's got the first basket of the second half here for Atlanta. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And Green gets it to go.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Newell, good. Newell's got his first points in the game.
Yeah, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Portis kicks to Jackson. Green with the ball. To the inside. Here's Sims. Okongwu grabs the board. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The Hawks shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Bucks trail by 9. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Green left side. Fires the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Alexander-Walker passes to Krejci. Pass to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Here's Newell from 8. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. It's Jackson with the drive.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Jackson kicks to Trent. Green with a screen on Kennard. And the shot is good.
And giving up some inches inside that makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Trent against Kennard. High, arcing shot. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Trent.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
Jackson looking it over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Into the lane. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Outside Daniel. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Green. Puts up a deep three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a great show through 3 quarters.
On your feet.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Hawks leading by 5. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now Porter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Shoots from the high post. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Rizachet. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. There it goes, Antetokounmpo. A shot off that time. Atlanta's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3 ball well. Count the basket. And now a 10-point Hawks lead.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
Steps back. Over in the corner, Turner. Giannis against Porzingis. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. From the arc. The rebound by the Bucks.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Yano's with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Strong move off the glass.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Young drives in. Oh, softly lays it in.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Jackson, and there's the dunk.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Johnson outside. Jackson against Young. 14 feet away. Just 5 on the clock. Porzingis with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Bucks trail by 5. Driving the lane. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. Young against Jackson. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Here's Porzingis. By Turner. And the Bucks, their shooting certainly key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Porzingis pulls it down. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Now Porzingis. Layup, no good. And the Bucks with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The drive by Giannis.
And he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Young. It drops.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Antetokounmpo. It's in.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside
for a Monday afternoon presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Indiana Pacers. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Neesmith out there with Halliburton. Then there's Jarris Walker. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Halliburton against Jackson. Siakam with a screen on Jackson. Halliburton. Prince grabs the miss.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And coach, some tough luck for the Bucks with injuries to their star players in recent years.
Yeah, well, last season, Lillard went down with the Achilles. Before him, Chris Middleton battled injuries. Even Giannis had his share. In this league, it's not enough to just be good. You need to have some luck, too.
And the basket is good.
A nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive board. And Giannis throws it down.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Neesmith. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Jackson outside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position, and you still get beat.
Halliburton misses. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Jackson, pass to Prince. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 8 points.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Huff. The rebound by Turner.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Jackson, left side.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Siakam with a screen on Prince. Ooh, it's stolen away. Jackson outside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Prince. No points yet. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 7. Halliburton outside. Hangs in the air. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Prince. Back to Turner. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Neesmith. To win the cold spell. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Milwaukee leading by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Jackson. No luck on that one.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And so it's Milwaukee closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Walker. And it's Huff in at the 5.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Pass to Huff. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Walker. The rebound by Jackson. Milwaukee leading by 9. He takes it in. Antetokounmpo outside. Shakes him. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Here's Halliburton.
Brian Prince. First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. 6 to shoot.
And with an out-of-this-world wingspan, Giannis can simply lock up just about anyone on the defensive end.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Pacers trail by 11. Three-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by Jackson.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Antetokounmpo. Turner finds Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Turner. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Pacers ball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Brian, back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Pass to Turner. Now Jackson. He's got 6. Driving to the basket. And he can't jam it through. Antetokounmpo against Walker. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. He packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
Jackson outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. Jackson, pass to Antetokounmpo. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Halliburton against Jackson. Outside Neesmith. Jacks up a three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Prince can't hit. Siakam outside. Walker. And it's good.
The ruling on the floor is for foul. Review the play.
Have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
While this call may not decide the game, always prefer to get it right.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Green out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. And Portis comes to help. Toppin against Trent. Toppin shot is off.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Free throw good. Green. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the 2nd NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, BA, there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Pass to Shepherd. Toppin, a screen on Trent. Here's Shepherd, and here's Toppin. Defended by Portis. Yep, that one's good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's a screen. Here's Trent. Out to Portis. Back to Trent. The rebound by Jackson. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Matherin. Rebounded by Green. Well, Milwaukee's shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Porter the pass to Sims. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. That one's good for 2.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Trent outside. Outside for Porter. Back to Trent. Portis outside. Launches a 3, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Pacers trail by 9. It's stolen by Green. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Outside Matherin. It's stolen by Green. Here we go, one-on-one. Trent from long range. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Portis outside. Trent outside. Portis with a screen on Matherin. Trent, the pass to Green. The three. And Trent gets the three. Trent's got 6 points.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Outside Matherin. From behind the arc. Gets the three to fall.
And it's important Matherin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Porter looks it over with the drive and a nice finish on the layup.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Pass to Nembhard. Jackson with the screen on Porter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. The Bucks leading by 14. Trent outside. Now here's Portis. 4 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pacers trail by 14. Pass to Shepherd. On the wing, Matherin. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Porter from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks ahead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Halliburton, Pascal Siakam out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Neesmith, and it's Huff in at the 5 down low.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Halliburton against Jackson. Can't hit from in close. Pacers trail by 9. Lets it fly. And Neesmith gets it to go. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
And the Pacers shooting just 34% so far in this one. Here's Halliburton. Misses in close. Milwaukee leading by 9. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Now Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Siakam with a screen on Jackson. Halliburton. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Halliburton rips down the board. Pacers trail by 11. Let's loose for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now Antetokounmpo. Turner outside. 5 to shoot. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Halliburton finishes down low. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth. Here's Prince. Neesmith covering. He launches. Oh, he cannot hit. Pacers trail by 11. Knocked loose. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Bucks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Well, Milwaukee's shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo inside. Outside Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. 4 on the clock. Graceful finish on the alley-oop.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The 3 is off. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And here is Antetokounmpo. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Giannis, a tremendous performance.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, stand...